Yes. And we're live.
Why did
Now.
it say oh, there we go. I was like, it says 2:14.
Now.
That's weird. Hey, what's up, guys? Sorry about that. Little technical difficulties, but we gonna get it started. We gonna get it hype. We gonna get
We're
it
here.
on.
Present.
We in this building.
Yeah.
We in this place.
We love technology.
We love it, but not as much as you love me. But I still love technology. Always and forever.
Hey, hey, hey. I don't think I'm supposed to clap.
That's not part of the song. Do you remember what movie that is?
No.
Napoleon Dynamite is where that song comes from. When
What's up, Chelsea?
when what's
Kendall,
Napoleon's brother?
Kendall on the IG.
What up, girl? What up?
What up, what up, what up?
Holla, 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 holla.
Holla.
Let me holla at you. Holla, holla, holla. Let me holla at you, girl. Holla, 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 holla.
Yeah, that'll get her.
Sure will.
Yeah.
Let me holla at you, girl. Holla, 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 holla. No? Done? Done with that?
He won't do it again.
I'm gonna do it again.
Don't do it again.
I'm doing it again.
You shouldn't.
I'm doing.
Yep.
Yep. I'm doing it again.
Don't do it.
I'm doing it again.
I don't think it's a good idea.
I'm gonna do it again. Yep.
No.
Yep.
Watch your steps.
I agree. I
Do it
agree.
again.
I agree.
Do it again.
I concur.
Sorry, Kendall. I tried, bro.
I concur.
I tried. JJ!
Oh, what up, JJ?
What up, little bro? JJ.
All right.
Like, hi, buddy. I miss you. All right. We're all here. Present.
All right. I'm one of your hosts today. I'm Kadimah.
And I'm Casey.
Welcome to Freestyle Friday, guys. We're going to talk about something that we have to work on every day.
I'm like, that we need more of, that,
We work on every day.
yeah.
I'm not even going to say we need more of it. I'm just going to say we work on it every day because I don't want any more challenges.
What did we name this show?
Patience.
Oh, I didn't know if there was like...
Yeah. Patience. And that's it. Then I put, we need it everywhere.
We need it. You need it. We need it.
Everywhere.
Oh,
Aw.
how cute. I really was talking to him.
That's nice. Holy Mama, sweet creations.
Mama.
Holy Mama, sweet creations.
Yeah, what's up, Jennifer? It's Jennifer.
Oh, yeah. When
What's
I think
up?
of sweet creations, I'm like, there's got to be some sweets coming.
I thought cookies for sure.
Oh, I was thinking desserts. Please tell me
Yeah.
you make desserts.
Yeah.
Can't eat them right now, but, you know,
Yeah.
it's nice to know.
Yeah. For future reference. Because you know why? We're going to be patient about eating dessert.
That is correct.
See how that just
You're
tied
just-
right in there?
That was so good.
Yeah.
Hey, that's the end of the show.
All right. Have a
That's
great
all we
day.
got.
Yeah.
That's all we got. Okay, so this came up. We were talking about this yesterday. Casey and I were going back and forth about what we wanted to talk about today, and nothing really came, kind of rang strongly, more so than this topic in our lives right now, just because of all the things that are in the balance of right now. And how long we've been waiting just to get to this point yesterday.
Yeah.
Right?
Long.
Yeah.
5.5 years long.
Yeah. And even that, some of those things within that, which some of them we can discuss and some of them we can't. I know that's a teaser, but deal with it. Sorry. Can't tell you everything.
We have some things that are just in the works that, I mean, like little bit of back end without going into detail. There has been an extreme amount of patience that we've had to have for everything, right? In the business, especially this guy, he's likes to think like, we're going to do this, and then it's just going to, tomorrow we're going to wake up and it's going to be like, "Bah!" And I'm like, okay. And then we are a year later going like, oh my gosh, why hasn't this happened yet? Everything takes longer than we think. And like sometimes
Has taken. I don't want to say everything takes longer. Has taken longer.
Has taken longer than we think it will take, which is sort of like, I hate to kind of think that that's a truth, but because I think that in some situations or circumstances, there's times where we're like, oh, wow, that was really easy. Like it just kind of all fell into place. But most of the time there's some sort of battle, or it's a little bit difficult, or it's not that the path was not as easy as we thought it was going to be. And there's things, issues that come up that you have to deal with, very comparable to life, right? But it makes you have to have, like, you have to have patience. You have to have understanding that, like, we're going to get there. It's going to be okay. This is on God's timeline, not your timeline. You know, there's just a lot of factors. Sorry, I just kind of went off on a tangent.
Oh, you're good. Was that it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay.
I kind of forgot where we started.
So we're talking about patience, and really, like, how, and then I thought, okay, this is just one area of our lives, but how does it pertain to everything else? And then I was like, okay, well, we have patience because we're working on some different building oriented projects. We meeting with the people, right? That takes patience just to coordinate the amount of people necessary for some of these projects and some of the consulting aspects of these things. Or when we've tried to put in new systems in the gym, and how long it's taken for that to take hold, right? And even after we got some of those things started, how there were still 5 or 6 more layers of things just to get it better than what it is. And then even after that, we're still working through kinks and different things there. So it just continues to layer on itself. And then I was like, well, that's just business. That's not our own lives. You know, that's not our own personal lives. That's not our own dreams, goals, aspirations. Our fitness, your fitness, right? When someone brand new comes in, and we had a new client start today, or not start today, but it was his first class today. And prior to that, while we were doing some of his jumpstart classes, he mentioned that after doing his body scan, he was like, look, I got some really aggressive goals that I want to accomplish in the next 90 days. And I said, good, you know, that's exciting. But I also said, let's think about not just that 90 days. Let's think of that 90 days as a kickstart for the rest of your life. Because I know that if we look at 90 days as just a destination, and you don't reach that destination at that 90 days, it can be debilitating. And when you realize that some of your fitness-oriented goals take a little longer than you anticipate, it can be very, very demotivating.
Challenging.
Yes. And so you just have, it's so much different than that. And I think this kind of led me to go, well, how we approach patience in our business and the decision making that we have to make on a regular basis, to how we approach patience with those of you who have children, patience with your own fitness and fitness journey, right? And all of those things kind of ramble into once, and that made me kind of go, well, how you do anything is how you do everything, right? So we need to be patient and understanding and put on a different cap at that time, and how those things are going to change throughout those different seasons. And it's just kind of like this awakening that's kind of made me go, and it's given me a sense of peace, because I understand that there's some things I can't speed up, right? And as someone who's a frying pan, who loves to speed up, who loves to go Ricky Bobby fast, I can also accept the other side of that equation and the other side of that coin, and realize, okay, this is going to take a little while. Well, what are the things that I can control in this? And I think that's how you have to approach patience a bit.
Sure. I think just to kind of, when this got brought up, it kind of made me think about where I am in my fitness walk personally, because, you know, we are always all fighting mental battles, whether we talk about them daily or we share them publicly or we never talk about them, right? There's always some sort of struggle going on, right? Whether you're dealing with, you know, how to be more patient as a parent, or how to, you know, get your 3 to 5 workouts in, or whatever your goals are, whatever, you know, the struggle is constantly changing, right? You know, if you have any awareness at all, you're aware that the struggle is there, and the struggle changes. Once you accomplish or get over one thing, it's like, boom, there's anxiety. Let me throw that one on you and see how you do. Boom, here's depression. Let me see what you can do with that. You know, here's doubt. Here's fear. Here's this. You know, there's all these things that you're just constantly dealing with. So for me personally, in the past couple of weeks, you know, I kind of went on a binger, okay, of eating. I gained like 6-7 pounds in, I don't know, 10-ish a day. It's 7 to 10 days. And that was fine. I was actually okay with the fact that I was like, okay, whatever. Like, I didn't care. I needed the mental break, and I needed to just eat whatever. And once I got back into working out, though, here's the voice that's been going on in my head. What does it even matter if you work out? You're staying the same. Like, nothing is really getting better. You work out, you do all these things. You're working out, you're doing cardio, you're on your P's and Q's, but you've been back to nutrition, but you never get past a certain point. You're just kind of stuck, you're plateaued, you're not going to go anywhere. What's the point? Why even do it? And this is the cycle that goes through my mind when I'm like, oh my gosh, I need... No. And then I have to talk myself in my own head. I'm like, okay, Casey, it does matter because it makes you a little bit better. It keeps you on track. It makes you feel better emotionally. It makes you a better mom. It makes you a better business partner. It makes you a better communicator. It makes you more rational. And for me, working out does a lot of things for me mentally, not just physically. But you know, I struggle with the more physical side of it. Mentally, I know it's good for me. I know it releases a lot of crap for me, and I just am a better human being all around. But having patience with my own self is something for my fitness that I struggle with too. You know, it's not like we sit here and sometimes, like today, I'm like, man, I slept like 5 hours last night. I haven't had a great night's sleep. Like maybe one good night's sleep this week. I've been working a lot. I've had Shane a lot, you know, like we've just got stuff going on. There's financial responsibilities. We've got all the, you know, you're just stressed, like normal stuff. Today, I did not want to work out this morning. I was like, you know what, Casey, put your big girl pants on and just go get one done. You're going to feel better. And then once I started about like 5 minutes into the workout, I started picking up the pace a little bit, started getting a little grittier, started feeling a little better, started getting some of that crap out. You know, now here I am 100 times lighter, like just feeling so much better just from getting that workout, feeling a little more confident, going to make perfect, good, you know, decisions on my food now. You know, my head's in the right spot. But it all kind of that's how it all like starts transpiring, like that little voice, that little seed of doubt. And if you're not aware of what you're thinking, if you're not paying attention, then that crap just circles through your mind all day long. If you are not paying attention to what is going on within you, and you get into that autopilot, you know, place, it can be detrimental to how the rest of your day goes.
No, I agree. And I think to add on really onto that, I think some of the things that I think of putting in place that kind of help me personally with this is these kind of daily disciplines. And I look at it from, do we both get something psychological from working out? Absolutely, right? Absolutely. It's a pillar of everything that I do. And I try my best to keep the same routine daily. You know, since I would say most of my training in terms of my clients that I train, as well as my own fitness training, happens at certain periods of the day, and I try to keep those as consistent as possible. Mm-hmm. Now, there are times where that needs to move, and then I make adjustments earlier in the morning, right? So I think earlier this week we had a meeting at 1 o'clock. So I did my workouts earlier. I had to get up earlier, had to do them earlier so that we could be on for that 1 o'clock meeting, where typically I do my workout at that 1 o'clock time. You know, so shifting things around but being flexible allows you kind of to kind of be ahead of the game. Here's the thing about this is that I look at it as a daily discipline. Some of the most influential people in society today they talk about how important it is for them to have a routine. I think a routine helps you to gain patience because you understand that this process is something that you're going to have to do every single day. You just know that this is going to be a part of it. You know, our weekends are packed just as much as the weekdays, right? Because we do the minimal amount of things that we have to do during the week to basically keep everything afloat. And then you just shove everything, like you're trying to shove 10 pounds of mulch into a 5-pound bag. You do that every weekend. I don't want to say the other term for that. But you're trying to shove as much things in those couple days as possible. So for instance, Promise Keepers is tonight, which is a really cool thing. It's a men's conference, essentially, a 2-day men's conference. 80,000 men are going to be praising and worshiping and doing all this stuff together. Well, in order to do that, still got to train my class hours, still got to train my clients, still got to follow up with people, still have to do regular programs, still have to make sure that I eat, drink water, all those other things, right? Then make sure that I've planned for the rest of that day. Conference is tonight. You get done with the conference, go home, get showered, etc. Pack, because I'm going to a lake house this weekend. In the morning, the got to get up just a little bit early so I can make sure that I get my workout in, right? Have some goals and things that I'm trying to attain, so still has to make that a pillar. Well, I typically work out 2 times on Saturday. So where's the other workout going to come from? Okay, taking my weight vest with me, taking a set of dumbbells, I got a pull-up bar that I can put in a door frame, and I'm still going to get the thing that needs to get done during that time, knowing that these little incremental steps of patience and consistency are going to pay off in the long term. It's interesting how it's changed me when we have meetings in terms of we've had our 14th meeting about this thing. I'm about to snap. And I'll say that out loud.
You don't need to.
I'm about to snap.
We can tell.
And then we have the meeting and I'm like, okay, we got closer, but I feel like we're about to take a step back, and I think I'm going to snap again. Okay, just calm down. So, nothing else is going to change this right now. And so far moving forward in that, it's difficult. It is challenging, but I think the same thing applies to your fitness, right? What's very interesting is in this bodybuilding journey, this last week, I had a really, really big drop, 2 pounds or something. This week, my weight's gone up 2 pounds almost every day, with the exception of this morning. Went down 2 pounds. And so I was asking my coach, hey, what's going on here? Hey, I think it may be this. What can I do so we can get this a little bit faster towards August? Because August, I need to be at a certain weight goal by then. Mm-hmm. And he's like, hey, because of where you're at, we're not changing anything dietary. You can do more cardio. I'm like, fantastic. So
let me pencil that in.
It's fantastic. So in that process, again, it's like
swimming in time.
Yeah.
With free time.
We just have to figure it out. We have to be kind of like, okay, this is what I signed up for. This is what I have. We're going to enjoy it one day at a time, and expecting something good on the other side. I think that's patience too. Yeah,
for sure. I mean, for me, the biggest learning curve of patience is 100% being a parent. Man, it is the place where I am quickest to lose my temper. It is the place that I am just the fastest to let the rails drop and lose my mind. And I have to daily, hourly, minutely practice patience, because a reactionary state, I don't know if reactionary is a word,
good. It's
but
good for us.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, trainer speak. This is trainer speak.
Yeah, a reactionary state, a reaction state is not necessarily the right thing, right? Which is where it's where it's coming from whenever we're not really digesting, we're not really listening, we're not really, I just am trying to be steady and smooth, if there's a little, bump in the roller coaster, I'm trying to go, okay, what is it that's going on? Like having these mental talks with myself, how can I get back down to here where I can smoothly handle this situation? Which does help. It does come back, to me, it comes back to awareness, and be, understand, looking for when you have those reactions that are off the cuff or maybe quick to quick to emotionally respond or reply is typically my downfall. So, yeah, you want to learn patience, just have more kids. It'll be great. I have one here if you need to borrow one too.
He's smiling.
Yeah.
So that's good.
Yeah.
I don't know what she's saying.
That's
Perfect.
Good. That's perfect.
Yeah, because you didn't need to learn any of these lessons today, so it's just me.
Yeah, and this again, this applies to any weight loss goal you have, anything that you're trying, especially because it seems when you're in it, and I think many people can attest to it seems like it is forever. Like, you know, we've had jokes where clients have said, "Hey, I've eaten good, clean 3 days in a row. Why haven't I lost 3 or 4 pounds yet?"
That was
Right?
me like last week. I was like, I ate clean for 2 weeks. What?
Yeah.
Why am I? What?
It's so
How long do I have to
it's
do
so much
this?
it's so much bigger than that, and you have to be in it for the long term. And that's why I almost talk to every client now. In my cases in my life now, I don't say like, "Oh, hey, this is just for a time and a season." It's I always ask the question, how can I be better? How can I be 1% better than where I was last week or yesterday or whatever that is? Because I understand it's a journey until I'm not here anymore.
Yeah, and you'd never reach the finish line.
You never reach it. You just keep pushing and going towards it. And in that understanding, it helps you understand that you have to have it. You have to have this patience. Because as a parent, you never stop parenting.
Word.
You never stop. You know, my dad called me yesterday. You know, wanted to, you know, he likes to call during random times. He just likes to just call. And so
You're
I
like,
try to
I'm not working. It's fine.
So I just try my best to answer every time because one, instead of being in a hurry and understanding and not having patience here, I also go, there's going to be a time where we don't have a phone call. There's going to be a time where I don't get to have that random phone call from him. There's going to be a time where maybe he doesn't remember me or whatever that case is. So now I try to think, this isn't forever, so I better take hold of those opportunities and those times where I do get to speak to him, where I do get to relay that information, where I do get those stuff. So I look at things a lot differently now, and it's forcing me to. Doesn't mean that you're still not tested. It doesn't mean that you go, my patience meter's up to here, so I should be able to handle this situation just fine. No, they're all going to test you. They're all going to test you.
It's kind of cool what you're saying about your dad, because to me that takes patience and presence and kind of unites the two. Mm-hmm. If you're present, if you're truly present in each moment, then you're potentially going to have more patience because you're truly like enjoying that moment, appreciating, learning, learning that moment, and using, maybe you're a teacher in that moment, maybe you're the learner in that moment, but you're usually one or the other, so what kind of teacher do you want to be? What kind of learner do you want to be? The presence and patience for sure go hand in hand.
I think it also helps if you're a spiritual person at all and you believe in a higher power. Then for me, for my relationship with God, I always understand, like, the moment that I'm quick to go, like, put a judge, jury, and executioner on this situation or this person, I automatically, I wouldn't say automatically, but I'll say very often I go, oh, he hasn't done it to me. How do I get to do it to somebody else? And that makes me step back and go, oh, okay, well, I'm going to give this person some more grace because that's what I'm commanded to do because he keeps giving it to me, an unlimited supply. So then I go, well, okay, I guess I'm going to have to, I need a second, but we can because he does. Mm-hmm. So I know this was a lot of information. I know this was a lot of stuff that we covered, but I want you to realize how patience is in every single piece of our lives and how it can be, I think, it's one of the greatest tools that we can have because it helps us to maintain perspective. Mm-hmm. It helps us to keep calm. It can help recenter us back when we get a little crazy from one side to the left. And so I think it's something that you want to think about and reframe your mind, whether it's your fitness, whether it's some strength goals you have, or some personal, family, interpersonal relationships you have, reframe your mind and find a way that you can be consistent in your actions that can help you set up success for patients. If you need help from a dietary perspective, nutrition, that's a big one for us. We have an in-house nutrition coach who actually helps me with my personalized nutrition, helps Casey with her personalized nutrition. And we've had a lot of great success there. And the great thing is, we're not trying to keep you on a plan forever. We're really trying to help you to get set up in a way that you learn the fundamentals, you learn what you need to know, and then you're off on your own to continue doing it for the rest of your life. So we want to encourage you there. If you need help with your fitness or some different things that strength-wise, or you want a certain amount of muscle or different things there, we do consultations on an individual basis so we can help frame your goals and frame your fitness around that. So if you like this information, please share this information. It'll also be uploaded this afternoon today. We greatly appreciate all the listeners and anybody who watches our content. And we will be back next week. I don't know what we're going to cover. I said that last week, and it's the same upcoming this week. We'll figure something out. It'll be good. We hope that it's helpful to you, and we hope that you have a great weekend. We'll see you next week. I'm one of your hosts. I'm Kadimah.
I'm Casey.
See you later.
Have a great weekend. Peace.